Guys, this is where it's called Welcome to Congestion, Zambia. And a little bit this kind of the structure is not handling very much fantastic, but we are getting in here. This kind of the side is in Tanzania, but the other side is in Zambia. So here we are. We're gonna be getting back to the other side so I can just know what's really popping out back to Zambia, what's really happening in this kind of the country. Let's get in and see. It's called Nkonde. It's called Nkonde, and this is where the exchange of money is done. And you can just see much of the trucks here getting to Zambia here, so they can just have much of their clearances here in the custom, and everything gonna be so fantastic here. So you have money exchange and money laundry here, and if you're not very keen, much of the people will just handle you very programmatically, and everything gonna be so scarce. And whenever you're just arriving here, they're gonna be tricking you so they can just have the exchange rate a little bit different from how we just been understanding here. It's 8:48 here. And a little bit in Tanzania, it's 9:48. They differ in 1 hour. So I have arrived here in 09:48, not knowing that I'm ahead 1 hour. Guys, this is Karibu Tanzania, Tunduma Nkonde border. This is what called the Welcome to Tanzania. When we're gonna be getting to the other country there, which is this kind of talk about the gates here. We're gonna be getting back to Tanzania, the other side. But this kind of the side here is Zambia, and this is the nature is here because we have interjunctions of the boundary, and you can even see it's just fenced here because of the boundary. Talk about the policies you have to follow. This kind of the trucks, all of them are waiting for the clearance so they can just get to Zambia, and these are just from Zambia. They're going to be getting to Tanzania, and we have the ones that are just getting to Zambia. They are just parked in Tanzania there, so they can just get to Zambia at this kind of the rate. So this is how the nature is, and this is the point whereby much of the things are just coming through, and the custom borders and everything is handled very fantastic. We have much of the charcoal here, and everything is just coming from this kind of the side, and everything is just getting very fantastic here. So whenever everything is just running, this is where money is made. The customs have money. Let's get too much of the busy. It's really busy at this kind of the time, and what I can just say is, oh, so many lorries here parked here, and I think it's much of the business. Talk about the customs, and you understand whatever we talk about the customs here, it's one of the best and a very good way of handling much of the business. Back to here, and everything is just signed very properly. Talk about the transportation. Here we have tuk-tuk. These are just the small tuk-tuks here, and I should be very punctual now. I'm just walking here because most of the things are going to be happening at any time of the time, and everything going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. I'm going to be looking for an alternative here, so I can just make sure that everything is handled very properly here. Exactly. So I like this kind of the transport. Smaller vehicles called tuk-tuk here, and they're the ones that are making much of the business to be so wagwan here. And the real fact, guys, I've been traveling for like a couple of days. Talk about 26 good hours from Arusha, when I told you that I'm going to be commencing my journey to talk about to Zambia. It has been 26 good hours of travel, and I've just reached where now the customs are, and I'm going to be checking what's really popping out from here. It's very, very far. For the real fact, guys, if you're going to be taking your time to talk about you're going to be coming to this kind of the site, you have to sit. But the good fact is I'm looking forward to have talk about a very big motorbike for the vlog. Talk about taking this kind of the public means. Talk about maybe you're gonna be in every kind of the stage you have to stop, in every kind of the stage you have to stop, which is making it very difficult for you to move from and even the vlog, and it's very coefficient whereby much of the people don't want publicity also. I'm getting to the other side of Zambia to understand what's really happening to the other side because of how the nature is. Let me check the other part and know what's really estimated there. Back to Zambia here, and this is where the customs are, and this is where much of the things are now. Talk about the customs exchange and much more, and this is now the country going to be arriving, and here the language going to be having a barrier. But the good fact is they're going to be talking about in English. That's going to be a very good communication skills about the English. They know much of the English also, and I think about the exchange rates, you have to exchange much of the money at the back there before getting to this kind of the town here, so you can just explore and get much more about how things are just handled. But what I see much is coming to Zambia because it's a landlocked. It means that Zambia doesn't have talk about open borders to water, whereby it can access much of the things using the shipment of talk about ferries and whatever. So they're just depending on other countries like Tanzania, Kenya. They're just landlocked. You understand whatever we talk about the landlock, and they depend on other countries to get their own stuffs inside. So that's why you see much of the rollies are here. And talk about the customs, there are so many rollies are coming in from Tanzania, so I can just get much of the things to Zambia here. And that is the economical activity, which is the biggest. Talk about truck driving. And if you're going to be getting much of the job here, it's going to be of the truck driving, because they depend on imported goods, and they don't come to the country direct. They go to other countries before they just be inserted to this kind of the area. So where I'm just heading is to the bus station. So as I'm going to be leaving to Lusaka, and already everything is just stamped. Talk about I'm given 4 months, and also I can just add much of the months if I'm going to be needing, so as I can just explore more about in Zambia. And here they're using something called Zambian kwacha. It's like dollars. Talk about Zambian dollars or Zambian kwacha. It's not like shillings again. So when you come here, I think the rate is a little bit higher than in Kenya and Tanzania, whereby when I arrived here, I thought, but oh, Kenyan money will be a little bit higher, or it will be so higher than the Zambian kwacha. But it was different in a way that 1,000 Kenya shillings, which is approximately, whenever we're going to be calculating it into US dollars, it's going to be like $7 or $8. And when you arrive here, it's going to be 150 to the exchange rate of the customs. But when you go to the banks, it's going to be a little bit lower than changing at the customs here with the random hawkers who are just hawking money. Because here people are just holding a lot of money into their hands so they can just make it happen. That is what is making it different from Kenya, whereby Kenya you have to go to the shops and you can just do the exchange rate there. But here people are holding random everywhere, and you can just find that oh, that is the way of handling much of the matters here in Zambia. Instead of Tanzania, a little bit of a high quantity, talk about high zeros at the back of the money. But when you come to here, it's going to be the bulkiness of the money going to be lowered in a way that Tanzanian money will be huge, but here it will be just a small tide of money whenever we're going to be coming to this kind of the country. So I think the economy, I don't know how the economy is running, but how I see at the customs here, money laundry is doing here. And I've just discovered that people are making money at the customs here. And I like about how the business is being run. Talk about the truck driving. All of this kind of the lorries are money getting back to Tanzania and some of the imported. Because if you are a landlocked country, you have to understand that what are you going to be getting out at an extent of other countries, so they can just import as you use their own customs. Maybe there's an exchange of imported goods from this kind of the country, and also using your own harbors to load their own stuffs from the outside. So I think that's what is doing the work in this kind of the country here. They just are getting to know how this kind of the rate is going here. And I'm going to be checking to know which kind of the bus going to be getting to Lusaka in Zambia direct. So I cannot have much of the cornering here and there. So I'm going to be checking. Hey brother, how are you bro? You're good? How are you man? Everything is good? I'm going to be knowing which kind of the bus is going to Lusaka direct. Which one? I follow you. Guys, a little bit here, the names are just becoming a little bit of a language barrier here because of the name. Talk about their language here, a little bit different from me. So they're talking about Roro Checkers Park, something like that one here. So I think I'm gonna be booking one like this one here. So I'm gonna be traveling with it to make sure that everything is so good. I think it's right now, it's just landing, and I'm gonna be kicking off from here around at 10 a.m. in the morning, and that's the actual time. And we're gonna be traveling until tomorrow morning. Talk about 6 in the morning. So it's gonna be some couple of hours. So I have to prepare myself before I'm just kicking off from this kind of the position. So they are just checking on. So bro, so you're talking about I can book and get the ticket here, bro? Yes. Okay. Which? Oh, these ones are booked already? Yes. Oh, these ones are booked already. So, which city do you prefer, man?
You can take Living.
There's nothing here in front here.
I can give you this.
You can give me this one, yes. So I can just film in front whenever I'm just they're just driving.
Yes.
It's gonna be possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no much of disturbance. Talk about hey, come out or whatever.
No.
So it's in front.
Yes.
It's gonna be so guys. I'm just checking so I can just take the front one. Talk about the front seat so I can just make sure that everything is just happening very properly. So you're talking about 450 kwacha. Hey, guys, here money gonna be a little bit different. Kwacha, something different here. So can you hold me this kind of the camera? Can you hold me? So you can watch me from there and I watch myself from here. Eh? So now you are a filmer. How do you feel? So you are given a little bit of the opportunity. So guys, this is the opportunity. Every time everybody can just explore and talk about sometimes new things can just evolve and talk about that is the horizon we go. And so 450 kwacha. Guys, I've already changed the money here into kwacha. This is the kwacha talking about here. So these are 200. Whenever you come to Kenya, this is gonna be like 1,000 and 1,500 there. And in Tanzania shillings, a lot of money. This one is a lot of money, more than 24,000, which is around 1,000 Kenya shillings. So something different gonna be occurring. That's kind of the occurrence. So we're gonna be paying from here to Lusaka. Let me ask my brother here. Are you a little bit squeezing the money down? Talk about 400 kwacha.
No.
Why, bro?
Because the 03 bus is 500. Okay. So we are on promotion.
You are no promotion?
Yes.
So you're talking about what's the name here? Checkers bus. You are in a promotion. How are you talking about the promotion? Is it crazy or is it lazy or you know sometimes you can talk about the promotion because of the car might not be it's gonna be like when I was just coming from Tanzania. The bus had mechanical damages 3 times at the road. So sometimes you can talk about they're in a promotion, maybe the bus is gonna be having a problem. We're gonna be stopping on every spot.
No, it's not like that. It's like we open 2 routes.
2 routes.
Yes. Also, this second bus is on promotion so that people know.
Oh, so is it the new one?
No, it's not the new one.
It's not a new one. So the good fact is I'm going to be talking about so are you going to be getting to every kind of the stage? Going to be stopping in every kind of the stage? Or you go direct to Lusaka?
Direct to Lusaka.
Direct. So you're going to be booking people direct to Lusaka. Let it not be like in Tanzania, guys. I thought about I'm just booking a bus from this station to another station. We are stopping in every stage. We are stopping there and talk about, oh my living God, when will I reach to this kind of the next stage? So that's what I'm always concerned because I want to know it perpendicularly per unit time so I can just handle and I book the ticket. And out of 10, you're going to be leaving this kind of the spot. So right now I'm going to be booking, go back to Tanzania a little bit and prepare my old stuff. Then I land here with an immediate effect. Keep it tuned. Let's pay the money and get it out from this kind of the position. Here's your money. Exactly. So guys, this is Tanzanian money. This is Kenyan money, so totally different. That is very small with Kenyan shillings, and whenever you come to here, you're gonna be a little bit larger. This is a 50 kwacha, and whenever you come to here, you're gonna be a little bit so bigger like Kenyan shillings here. This is the nature we have here, so everything gonna be very possible. So keep it tuned. Let's get and book the ticket here, so we can just handle this kind of the way meticulously. So keep it tuned. Let's go back to Tanzania and check 2-3 things about the customs and how things are just driven out from there. And this is just the beginning. Guys, the little fact is if you come here and you are a little bit allergic to dust, don't come. It's gonna be worse for you. Here it's something very different here, and the trucks are the ones that are making things to be so hard. And you can just see from this kind of the site here, so many trucks are just waiting to the customs to be signed. We can just get back to Tanzania. Once are just coming in, and at the other side coming in. Guys, the roads here are not yet maintained, and you can see on yourself and how the vehicle looks like here. That's a little bit, but this is the business, and this is where much of the people are passing through. And the roads here are a little bit poor because I don't know the infrastructure of this kind of the country, how it says, and talk about the collection of the revenue. I think whenever we have such kind of the borders, this is where money is made. But the real fact, this is where the roads are not even maintained. I don't know why it's happening that way, and everything. So the country has its own way of driving everything here, and that's the way forward. And the modes of transport I like about from one country to another is border. You can see they're just motorbikes here passing from each and every kind of the country, and this is how the border is, and you can just know. And the good fact about this kind of an area, the sun is coming from yes, it's going to be coming from the east to west, but to Kenya it's a little bit different how this kind of the appearance of the sun is. It's going to be in different positions regarding to which kind of the geographical area you will be, and everything is so fantastic. This is now Tanzania. In Tanzania, see bro? Yeah. This is Tanzania. Yeah. Wanauza mango huko? Mango. Unajua mango? Viazi. Wanauzaje baba? Fresh baba. Wanauzaje huko chini? Wacha tuone basi, wacha tuone. Guys, I've seen something different here. Very beautiful ladies here. Brother, how are you, brother? I've seen something different here. I've never seen this one in Kenya, bro.
My brother,
I've never seen this one here.
so what's this?
I'm just taking the how this kind of I'm gonna be buying something. Yeah, I'm gonna be buying something here, bro. So no problem, I'm gonna be buying something here. So I'm gonna be checking how much. We can talk in Swahili, no problem. Tunaweza ongea Kiswahili.
Okay, Swahili.
Na kielewa tu hata kama nimetoka sehemu mbamba. Hii babu shingapi? Babu natafuna. Regeza basi mdomo kidogo. 1500. Babu mbona unasema bei za juu? Si regeza kidogo, mimi Mtanzania bado babu. Haya basi 1000 nikupe babu.
Moja hii hapa.
Very awesome. Ulipika kama umechoma tu babu? Haijapikwa. Guys, kweli? Kweli babu. Haijapikwa, haijachemshwa hii. Ni kuchoma tu hivyo. Guys, they are talking about it gonna be called the roasting of sweet potatoes, and it's gonna be. And I like this kind of the nature. I like talk about this kind of the food, talk about the natural foods here, and that's why I'm just here. We have different colors here. This one it has not yet. Oh, by the way, it's gonna be roasted here or grilled, something like grilling, yeah? Exactly. So bro, sasa umesema 1000 babu. 1000 babu, wewe usijali. Guys, 1000. I'm gonna be talking about Swahili here, so you can just understand each other. Hey, babu. We have to gather some money here. Guys, I like this kind of the nature. I like this kind of the way how much of the people are doing and coming up with ideas. This one is not performed in Kenya, and everybody will talk about, oh, I ate this one. No, how much is this one? This is 9,000. Asante sana brother. Asante sana. So, unafungiaje basi? Ama nashikilia hivyo? Unajua watu watashangaa sana babu, unatoka wapi na hili vizimu hili? Haya, nifunge basi. Hii hapa hakuna Kenya babu. Unazipatia wapi? Usijipikie mwenyewe mule na watoto. Hii iko. Hiyo iko. Haya, asante brother. Guys, this is my stuff. I'm gonna be eating this one before I just commence my journey to Lusaka. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the thing. I'm gonna be giving you much of 2-3 ideas different on how they're just performed here, and we're gonna be getting back to the route, so we can just commence our journey back to Tanzania. I pick my own gadget, so I can just go back to the border of Zambia, so I can just pick my bus before it gets around at 10 a.m. before I can just be leaving this kind of the site. Of tuk-tuk, 3-legged. They're called 3 legs, 3-legged here. Yeah. 3 legs. This is the style of sitting, guys. You can see the style of sitting here. Gonna be of the other side. You put all your eggs in one side here, and the movement goes on. So much congestion here. congestion, guys, at this kind of the area. And it's just the 3-leg and 2-leg. Talk about the motorbikes and also the tuk-tuks here. Wani msongamano babu? Msongamano mwingi huko. So guys, you can even see to the back there a lot of congestion here, and it's just goes with much of the lorries here. Guys, the sounds that are coming from here, it's just the machines brum, 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 everywhere, brum, 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 here. So it's your race and your clutch. The more you're gonna be effective, the more you're gonna be getting everything getting out from here. Awesome. Guys, it's a business-oriented border. As I can just show you from the videos, you can see it's a very highly business-oriented border, and it's so busy than even the Sirari border between Kenya and Tanzania, because both Tanzania and Kenya, they have harbors that are going to be receiving their own things from all imported goods, and from outside they have their own waters. Talk about the Indian Ocean, going to be serving the coastline of Kenya, and here also they have the coastline of Tanzania, and Zambia doesn't have, it's just a landlock. Guys, back to the room, so I can just pick my luggages. And this is the hotel that it was booked here. And I have to book it before I just arrive here. It's a very nice hotel, and everything is just running very smooth here. So I can just have an experience of this kind of the manner. And it's so expensive because of, talk about the border, talk about the truck drivers here, and any kind of the amenities here. So I always have the key to my pocket here. So where is the key? Hey, you wanna be a problem here? Let me check about the key. Where is it? So I'll be just very safe here. It's 128 room. So the keys are manual operated. Exactly. I'm gonna be opening here. So many turning rounds. This closed very awesome. Yeah, this is my room here. They have to come and rearrange it very properly. And the food was so meticulous there. And this is how the room looks like. It has its own toilet, it has its own bakery there, and much of the things here. And these are the luggages. I'm gonna be kicking out from this kind of the position with an immediate effect. And things are just very fantastic as we just rhyme and make it happen. So wherever you are, thank you very much for you being tuned. Let me go back and see how is everything and getting into Zambia to understand what's really popping out. What's the new technique they're gonna be having in Zambia that we have never seen in Kenya. Something like in Tanzania, they're gonna be roasting much of the potatoes, not like in Kenya. In Kenya, you have to cook at your own home and give to the children. In the street, sweet potatoes are used in very big hotels in terms of the breakfasting and such kind of the things. But very good energy giving foods. And whenever I talk about that one, they're just too much of sweet potato they're gonna be having kwashako. That's what we were just told in school. Too much of the proteinous things in the body gonna be developing you into kwashako. That is the little fact you're gonna be knowing from this kind of the point. And that is the nature you're gonna be growing up with and understanding how everything gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. And we're gonna be kicking off this kind of the position and talking about, we're gonna be exchanging the lines again from a Tanzanian lean to Zambian lean, so you can just understand and communicate to the other people. I'm gonna be learning the techniques of dialing, because every kind of the country has its own dials on how to operate with different network captivity and how the things gonna be getting to every kind of the round. And here we are. I'm just kicking off, so I can just make sure that before it gets to 10, I think it's approximately, it is let me check about my phone here. It's 09:30, and I was told that 09:45 I should be there. So 15 minutes will be enough for me to reach into Zambia, so as I can just make sure that everything is good here into the border. Things are so fantastic. Keep it tuned. I'm gonna be back to you, and when things are just possible. My cape, very awesome. Let's get to the work. including my sweet potato, burn one. I'm gonna be living with it to Zambia. I'm gonna be dishing it there. I'm gonna be feasting it there. Exactly. But too much of in Zambia they're gonna be constructing their border, and gonna be a little bit maintained here. But this kind of the roads here, only the boat knows. Gonna be passing to this kind of the area, you should be masking yourself. And if you have white shoes some white shoes like me, you have a problem here. Hey, this road is so long. Bikes are a little bit different. And this is now the parking zone. Talk about the parking zone of all the stuff. Talk about getting to Kenya, getting to Tanzania. And this is Zambia already we are. And this is where much of the parking is before they're just commencing their journey to different positions. This is the charcoal zone. And I like how much the charcoal is just produced at this kind of the rate. The roads here only go to those guys. Wow. This is a charcoal zone. I like how much of the people are doing much of the work here. Everybody's just are doing their own things to make sure they're going to be getting a small living standards to be improved from every kind of the section here. So tayari, usijali. Niko fiti bro.
Unatupiga picha.
Huyu ni nani yako hapa?
Anaangalia tu.
Huyo ni nani?
Wewe.
Sasa mimi ndo najichukua. Unataka kuonekane?
Olea kwesa.
Mambo vipi? Uko fiti?
Uko fiti.
Mimi nisha book ticket tayari babu. Iko tu hapo. Usijali bro.
LG. Tunaenda Kasumbalesi.
Wapi?
Kasumbalesi.
Nishajua mali naenda. Nilikuwa hapa tayari babu.
Kuna Victoria mchana.
Nisha book tayari. Usijali. So guys, everything is so fantastic here. We are just hii nitachukua babu, usijali. So guys, here they're just handling much of 2-3 shenanigans here, but everything is possible. They're gonna be knowing that everything is just possible here, and everything is just running the way it has been arranged. And here we are, so many people here. Unataka kuonekana hata wewe? Welcome brother. How are you?
Fine, okay.
So me and you, who is to welcome who?
It's you.
You welcome me.
Me, I welcome you.
Oh, you welcome me?
Yes.
Oh, that is very fine. So I'm welcomed.
Yes,
thank you very much. Oh, no, I don't hear that language, bro. Which language is that one? Kizambi.
Yes, Zambia language.
No, now you have to speak English that I can understand, but you hear Swahili also.
You are looking nasikia.
You are looking who? Guys, I'm gonna be releasing the guy of the border to go.
Help you.
No. I'll handle it.
This one guy is not.
Don't worry. He will park somewhere. He will park some sehemu
babu. But not inside.
Anajua. Usijali babu. Mimi naenda zangu babu. Mimi naenda zangu. Mimi nasafiri babu. Exactly. So guys, I'm gonna be having my luggages here. Guys are back, and I've got much of my friend here. How are you, man?
Fine, how are you, sir?
Everything is so awesome and characteristically good.
Your English is too much deeper.
My English is too deeper.
Yeah.
So the good fact is I'm here in Zambia.
Yes.
And specifically called Nkonde.
Nakonde.
Nakonde, yeah. So what's your name, bro? I want to be hearing your name a little bit.
I'm Stanley.
No, the local name.
The local name? I'm Kalekanya. Kalekanya Stanley.
Alhamdulillah, guys, and that's the name we hear from him, and that's the name they're going to be using. Alhamdulillah. Mom here a little bit. Hi, mom.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Everything is awesome?
Yes.
Everything is running?
Yes.
So here you understand English or Kiswahili?
Nasikia Kiswahili vizuri.
Oh, Kiswahili.
Yeah.
Na Kizambia kidogo.
Kizambia kidogo.
Sasa Kizambia kusema welcome unasema aje Kizambia?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Unasema Mwaiseni.
Mwaiseni?
Mwaiseni.
Mwaiseni. Guys, Mwaiseni to this kind of the area, and it's gonna be calming. Welcome. Kuja. Welcome. I have got my lady. Hi. How are you? Everything is fine?
Yes.
I'm gonna be helping you to cook here. And your ugali is very light. Why is it light? Why add
Msaidie.
No, she has to add something called flour. Here guys, we are just cooking ugali, called ugali here. I think it's something which is very meticulous here, and much of the people have to share this kind of the way. We have to let it not be electricity.
Endelea.
Exactly. So guys, we are cooking here in Zambia for the first time. I'm cooking in Zambia. Very much ugali here. And the people gonna be eating very much. Fantastic. Sasa hapa inaitwa Mama Joy Restaurant. Yeah, Mama Joy Restaurant. Yeah. Na unaitwa nani? Mama Jacob.
Patricia.
Unakaa mdogo hivi na una watoto tayari. She looks very young and so many children.
One children. One child.
Oh, one child.
Yes.
Oh, one child, no children. It will be light, and whenever you're gonna be cooling down a little bit, it's gonna be hardened, and that's the popular way of getting out from this kind of the position. Because this kind of the cooking stick is very long, and I'm asking about why couldn't they make it very short a little bit? Back to the street here. G, cooking in Zambia for one time.
Umechoka?
Usijali. Sasa umesema hapa ni chakula?
Mko nyama.
Nyama?
Bado sijalost.
Oh, bado? Wow. I like this kind of the nature. The meat is boiling here because of wow. You can check it here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's get back the kienyeji. Fantastic. Look at how they cut. Wow. 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 Awesome.
Yes.
Hey. Awesome. So guys, the food is ready and it's smelling very meticulous. I have my brother here is wondering about, hey, my living God, what's really popping out here? Wow. Everything, bro.
The name is Wexon.
Your name is
Wexon.
Wexon.
Yes.
Hey, guys, the local names here are gonna be giving me a little bit of headache, but very awesome. Very awesome.